I, the radiant sanctuary in shadows, you veiled the brilliance the divine once wove into your essence, dimming the strength bestowed upon the blameless air of eternity. Yet, within every shadowed corner, cloaked by doubt or the refusal to see your own light, this treasure waits untouched, unshaken. Beyond the heavy gates you've barred, there's nothing but emptiness, for no barrier can diminish the divine's endowment. It's the act of locking those gates that clouds your vision of the radiant force pulsing within you. Don't exile this energy from your thoughts. Instead, let every veil that shrouds your splendor be lifted into the clarity of the eternal. Flame where it dissolves into nothingness. Those the guide deems worthy of radiance are lifted into it. He vowed to the divine that through his gentle hand, you'd rise from smallness into grandeur. To this promise, he remains steadfast, sharing with you the covenant entrusted to him by the divine. Even now, he offers it to you. Every whisper or shout that denies this truth, be it grand or fleeting, cherished or dismissed, he transforms with the singular vow placed upon the altar, uniting the divine and the blameless one. No offering stands before the divine without its heir, and anything unworthy of both is swept away, replaced by gifts that honor their unity. Can you lay blame before the divine? No more can you heap it upon the heir. They are one, and what you give to one, you give to both. You've yet to see the divine because you've missed this truth, yet it's alive within you, glowing where the eternal flame dances. This flame doesn't flicker in fragments, but blazes in the sacred convergence where the divine and the air speak as one through the guide. No divide can silence this unbroken exchange. A ceaseless river of love flows between them, as they both desire, and so it remains. Don't let your thoughts drift down shadowed paths, far from the heart of light. You might stray, lured by illusions, but only the guide, chosen for you, can draw you back to where the divine and the air await your awakening. They offer you the gift of wholeness, dissolving all separation. Embrace what you truly are. You can't merge with anything but what's real. The divine's radiance and the air's belong to you. They have no rival, and nothing else can you claim as your own. Truth has no counterfeit. This becomes clear as you're guided to the sanctuary where truth resides. There, through tender insight, the guide leads you. Nowhere else can this journey end. Where the divine dwells, there you are. Such is reality. Nothing can twist the knowing gifted by the divine into ignorance. All that's crafted by the divine recognizes its source. This is how creation unfolds, a dance between the maker and the made. In this radiant sanctuary, the divine, the creations, and the air's own works unite. One thread binds them all, weaving them into the oneness that births all existence. The bond tying the divine to those granted the power to shape worlds can never fray. The heavens themselves are this union tied to all creation and its singular source. The heavens echo the divine's will for you. Place no offerings but this upon your altars, for nothing else can stand beside it. Here, your small tokens merge with the divine's gift, and only what's worthy of the source is welcomed by the air for whom it's meant. To those the divine embraces, the divine is given. At this altar, your fleeting offerings fade, overtaken by the boundless gift already laid there. 2. The mirror of purity isn't forged by reconciliation, it's your birthright. This process merely carries the tarnish to the pristine, the illusions you've spun to the essence you are. The eternal flame's sole task is to bring what you've crafted into the light of the divine. Don't shield your creations from the source, for burying them has cost you awareness of both the divine and yourself. That awareness is secure, but where's your refuge without it? Choosing to carve time from the timeless stemmed from denying your true nature. Thus, truth slipped into memory, and the now was handed to fleeting dreams. The past you cling to was reshaped, wedged between the eternal and the present, a past that never truly was. Only a rejection of what always is taught to carry your illusions. To the divine is to bring shadows to daylight, where they're undone by their own falseness. How long can a mirage endure when its nature is laid bare? What fades in light isn't struck down, it simply melts away, unreal. Separate truths are nonsense, for reality is one, unshaken by time, whim, or chance. Its permanence defines it. Undoing is for the unreal, and reality handles this for you, by simply being. Truth frees you from all it isn't. Reconciliation is so tender you need only sigh toward it, and its strength surges to lift you. You're not fragile with the divine. Near without it, you're adrift. It offers you the divine, the gift you once turned away, held for you by the guide. The eternal flame keeps it safe within you. The divine hasn't abandoned the altar, though others have piled false idols upon it. The sanctuary remains pure, for the presence within is purity itself taught in the sanctuary. Purity waits patiently for those who adore it to return. The presence knows they'll come back to clarity and grace. The divine's kindness will enfold them, washing away their aches and losses with the timeless promise of their source's love. Fear of endings will dissolve into the joy of living, for the divine is life and they dwell in it. Holiness breathes in all that lives, for it sparked life and never abandons what it made pure. Here, you can become a flawless lens, casting the divine sanctity outward to all. You can echo the heavens. Yet no shadows of rival forces must cloud the lens meant to hold the divine's image. Earth can mirror paradise or chaos, the divine or the false self. Clear the lens of hidden stains. You've etched upon it, and the divine will shine through of its own accord. Only its pure reflection can be seen there. Light reveals reflections. In darkness they blur, their meaning lost to shifting guesses. The divine's reflection needs no decoding, it's evident. Polish the lens, and the message it radiates will be unmistakable to all. The eternal flame holds this to the lens within you, recognizing it from its own need, though unsure where to seek it. Let it glimpse this in you and share it alongside you. If you could grasp, even for a heartbeat, the healing power of the divine's reflection glowing within you, you've rushed to cleanse your mind's lens to receive the purity that mends the world. This image isn't faint or fickle, its meaning is clear to all who see it, universal in its light. Each brings their burdens to its glow, and every burden finds relief there. Purity's reply to any flaw is constant, always healing, no matter what's offered. Those who reflect the sanctity, offering only mending, are ready at last for the heavens. There, purity isn't mirrored, it's the state of what was once reflected here. The divine is in an image, and its creations hold it truly within, not just as a reflection, but as truth itself. 3. The harmony of wonders, when no veil divides the divine from its works, or its children from their own, creation's knowing flows endlessly. The images you welcome into your mind's lens shift eternity closer or farther, but eternity itself lies beyond time's grasp. Reach past time, touch it through its echo in you, and you'll turn from fleeting moments to sanctity as surely as this echo calls all to release their burdens. Mirror heaven's peace here and draw this world toward it. Truth's reflection pulls all to truth, and as they step into it, reflections fade dot in the heavens. Reality is shared, not mirrored. By sharing its echo here, truth becomes the only vision the divine's air embraces. Thus, memory of the source awakens, and nothing less than true essence satisfies. On earth, you can't fathom boundlessness, trapped in a realm of edges. Here, not all things happen without degrees of struggle. Yet the wonder defies this, guided by a singular mentor who brings laws from beyond into this sphere. Wonders transcend rank, rooted not in difference, but in sameness. Wonders don't vie with one another. Their number is infinite. They can overlap, multiply, boundless in scope. This isn't hard to see once you allow their possibility. Harder to hold is their lack of hierarchy, marking them as gifts from elsewhere, not this world. To earthly eyes, this seems impossible. You might notice your thoughts don't compete, clashing yet coexisting in droves. This may feel familiar, barely startling you. Yet you still rank them, some grander, wiser, more vital than others. This holds for those who see themselves apart. Some thoughts reflect the heavens. Others stem from the false self that only pretends to think. This weaves a restless tapestry across your mind's lens, ever-changing, never still. White's glimpses dim as shadows sweep in, an endless dance of brightness and dusk. The faint order you impose holds your sanity together, yet this very act proves you're more than chaos. The false self is disorder, and if it were all you are, no pattern could emerge. Though your imposed order reins it in, it also confines you. To sort is to judge, to align by preference. Learning you've no ground to rank your thoughts may feel daunting. The eternal flame teaches this through wonder's gleam, showing your way is flawed, offering a brighter path. Wonders answer every plea the same, unjudging, simply recognizing and responding. You, still tied to judgment, might wonder how to act without it. The answer is clear. The divine's power, not yours, births wonders. They testify to that power in you, blessing all who partake, because all do. Limitless, it gives all to every call. No hierarchy exists here. A cry for aid is met with aid. The eternal flame sorts only into two, love and the yearning for it. You can't safely divide these, too tangled to spot love clearly or see all else as its plea. You're too caught in shape, not substance, reacting to how a gift appears, not what it holds. The false self can't grasp essence, caring only for form. If the shape fits, it accepts. If not, it strikes. Think you know the false self's workings? You know nothing of it alone. Studying it isn't studying the mind. It revels in its own scrutiny, approving its puffed up worth. Yet its lessons, cloaked in grand words, collapse into nonsense when joined at such as its judgment plausible, alone, chaotic together. Form alone can't hold meaning, and without substance, no system stands. Separation is its chosen state, for alone, no one can judge it truly. But when two or more seek truth as one, its emptiness unravels. Unity proves it falls. You can't recall the divine in isolation. To remember is to know you're not alone, willing to see it. Hold no thought for yourself alone if you recall the source. Let the eternal flame align your mind, answering only as it does. All seek love as you do, blind to it unless they join you in the hunt. Together, you wield a light so fierce it grants meaning to what you find. The lone path fails. shutting out what it seeks. The divine speaks to the eternal flame in you, and it translates through you for your understanding. Nothing of the divine is hidden, all is open, free to all for all. Nothing lies veiled. What you'd conceal from the flame is nothing. Your overlays on others are empty. Let the flame reveal their love and their cries for it. Only these two thoughts dwell in any mind. Wonders affirm this truth. Where love flows, it's shared by its nature. Where it's sought, you must give it by your nature. This restores your essence, shared through wonders. By offering it where it's unseen, you'll see it. The divine, longing to abide with the air forever, blesses each recognition with boundless love. That love's might fills every wonder. You extend, how could any differ in weight? For the measure of light, the crux is realizing you don't know. Knowing is strength, and all strength is the divine's. By clutching it for yourself, you've misplaced it, yet it remains yours, buried beneath layers of false lessons beyond your reach. You've taught yourself so much that your strength grows faint. You don't know what it is or where it lies. You've built a fragile pretense of might, so frail it must collapse. Strength isn't a facade, a truth transcends all pretense. What bars you from the divine's power is your embrace of the false and resistance to the true. To be eager, then to let it all unravel, glad it's not your eternal chains. You've taught yourself to cage the divine's air, a thought so wild only the lost could dream it. Can the divine unlearn itself? Can the air granted all power choose weakness? What have you learned that you'd keep over what you have? And are. Reconciliation frees you from your past teachings by revealing your now. Learning precedes its fruits, its past, yet shapes the present with the meaning you give it. Your lessons strip the present of purpose. Nothing you've learned lights the now or unwinds the past. It's your own making. Release it. Don't judge anything by its dim glow, for that shadow only hides. Trust not darkness to clarify. You defy light and mistake shadow for sight. Darkness can't be seen. It's merely where seeing fails. If you haven't brought your self-taught shadows into your inner light, you can't weigh this path's worth, yet the divine hasn't forsaken you. Another lesson already mastered by the light's children. Through the guide shines with divine glory, its power shared joyfully with the air. Learn of this joy, yours too. Bring your dark teachings to truth willingly, hands open to receive, not clenched to seize. The guide swaps each for a bright truth he holds for you. No lesson apart from him holds weight, taught one measure, as sure is. The divine tests your learning's truth. If you're free of all fear, and if all who cross your path share your calm, you've grasped the divine's lesson, not your own. Without this, shadows linger in your mind, wounding you and those near. Lack of peace means you don't will for the air what the divine does. Every dark lesson whispers this. Every bright one the guide offers affirms you align with both. Don't fret over learning what's so unlike your past teachings. How could you know? Your task is simple. See that all you've learned you don't want. Ask to be shown, and don't lean on old ways to affirm it. When peace wavers, say, I don't grasp what this or anything means, so I don't know how to meet it, and I won't let my past guide me now. By refusing to teach yourself what you don't know, the guide steps in the moment you yield, offering himself to you. You can't lead yourself to wonders, you made them needed. Because you did, their means are yours. The divine meets every need the air turns to him for, however slight. He can't force this, lest he cease to be himself. If he did, your essence would fade. Being yours, he can't shift wonders affirm this, seeing the air as ever was, not as self-made. They bring only what freedom allows, proving it true, bound. To guilt, how can you prove your innocence? You can't, but know it's impossible only because you think you can manage alone. This limits the guide's aid. You'd make him unreliable, an excuse to hoard dark lessons. By capping what you'll accept, you can't rely on wonders for all. Does the guide withhold what he'd have you give? Every trouble he's undone with a wonder, fear, pain, trials lifting them from you, seeing them as naught. No dark lesson escapes his lightning. They're not in his mind, time doesn't bind him nor you. Each wonder shifts your time to his. He'd have you claim his freedom as yours, done for you. You can deny him, but not call in vain. He trades your gifts for his, rooting his bright truth in you, where no shadow endures by his presence. Think, the divine, he's there, working through you, his works are yours. With every wonder you let him weave through you, he offers more. We're one in the divine, learning as one. The guide mirrors the maker as the air does, proclaiming their oneness through him. Listen quietly, don't drown him out, he teaches. Unity, dissolving division. Teach as he does here, and recall you create like the divine. Creation's wonder never stops, marked by eternity. This is the divine's will for all, and all join in willing it. Those who know they know nothing, eager to learn all, well. Trusting themselves, they won't, thinking they know kills the spark. You grasp nothing till peace proves it. Peace and knowing walk hand in hand, never apart. Each calls the other per the divine's law. Only those who see knowing needs it. Fruits can learn, they crave peace alone. Thinking you know drives peace away, you've ditched its teacher. Realizing you don't invite him back, abandoning the false self for him. Seek nothing from that self, just this. The guide fills every mind that clears space for him to want peace. Ditch the teacher of strife. The teacher of peace stays true. You can leave, but he won't. His faith in you is his knowing, as firm as his trust in the divine encompassing you. His holiness won't waver, it's not his will. Seeing your perfection, he gives peace to all who seek it. Clear the way and it comes. Understanding lies within, birthing peace. The divine's power, theirs and yours, is certain. You think you don't know him, alone impossible otherwise. See his works through you, and know they're his through you. Deny their source, and their might falters. Make room, and power fills you, guarding your peace. This proves you've understood.